So today I'm going to be doing a motion lapse tutorial, and to highlight the motion lapse options, it'll be on the bottom left icon. Scroll all the way to the right, swipe up, and there you've got your three options: your hyperlapse, your time lapse, and the one we're going to be concentrating on today, the motion lapse. So when you've selected the motion lapse, just swipe up and you'll have an option at the bottom: left to right, right to left, or custom. So let's just start with the left to right option first, just to show you that one. In the top left there, you'll have your time frame. So select that. You've got your intervals at the top, which go right to 60 seconds, and then your duration, which goes right up to 5 hours. I always recommend doing these motion lapses between 20 and 30 minutes, as you get a nice fluid motion lapse there. Anything lower than 20 minutes, you're basically going to get a fast, choppy motion lapse, especially if you've got a small subject that you're focusing on. Just for an example, I'll put one up. And then obviously if you want to do it the other way around, right to left, it's just the same thing. You just select right to left, set the intervals, press record, and the Pocket 3 is going to pan right and then slowly pan left, and you'll have the exact same as left to right, but just the opposite way around. Now the other option on the Pocket 3 is the custom one, which I prefer and use all the time. So just highlight the custom motion there, swipe down. At top left, again, it's exactly the same as left to right and right to left. Again, I always set the intervals between 2 and 3 seconds, and the video duration minimum of 20 minutes up to 30 minutes. So this custom motion differs slightly from the other two, left, right and left, because you've got waypoints. Now this comes in real handy. So again, I've done 3 different demonstrations for you, and they'll be diagonal left to right, 5 seconds, 10 seconds and a 20-second one. They're all from the same position, just like before, just so you can see the time frames there and which one suits you best. Now me personally, as I've said before, a 20-second one and a 30-second one, it's a real slow fluid motion and you can capture things a lot better, rather than if it's a small time frame of 5 seconds, they're really choppy as you've seen. So to start the waypoints on the Pocket 3, just get your 5D joystick and position that exactly where you want it to be. So we're going to do a diagonal to diagonal. Position the lens where you want it, highlight the plus in the middle, and then move to the next position. In this case, we're doing a diagonal left to a diagonal right. So then you'll hit that. Now you've 2 waypoints set. Again, just hit the red button. The Pocket 3 is going to get to the first waypoint and then slowly make its way to the second waypoint. So on the custom mode, you can set up to 4 waypoints, but I always use up to 2, as you get a nice fluid motion there going one point to the next. Because if you've got a short view, I'm just going to chuck up on screen right now how choppy it can be. I would recommend, if you're using 4 waypoints, you've got a large panoramic view. Now with the 20-second one, it's doing exactly the same thing, but it's just a lot slower. Now if I'd done this, say, for 1 hour, it would be quite nice, but as soon as it gets to that next waypoint, as you'll see, it then bounces straight off of that and it doesn't look quite good. So that's why I always stick to 2 waypoints, as you've got more control over the motion lapse, whether it be diagonal to diagonal, up or down, or left to right. So you can just choose which direction you want there. So as you can see from the footage here, I've got a 5-second, a 10-second and a 20-second one, and on this particular motion lap I have 2 waypoints again, just going from the bottom to the top. So that's just pushing the 5D joystick all the way to the bottom, highlighting the first waypoint and then pushing it to the top to highlight the second waypoint. So just a couple of things to keep in mind. When you're doing the left to right and right to left, and then you hit the record, the Pocket 3 is programmed to set a default parameter. So as you can see, you'll only get so far left to right. So I'd highly recommend not to use this. Always go for the custom motion and set your waypoints. That way you'll be able to get exactly what you want in the frame. And another thing to keep in mind, if you're wanting a wide motion lapse, always use the waypoints as I've just explained, and always set the duration 20 minutes to 30 minutes or above. That way you're going to get a real nice smooth fluid motion lapse. As you can see with this motion lapse, it's really steady, it's panning left to right. I set 2 waypoints, far left to far right. The duration was 30 minutes, so it's a 30-second motion lapse, and as you can see, it just looks really nice. Now if I was to do this 5 minutes, it'd look really fast and jerky, and it just wouldn't look nice at all, even if they did it 10 minutes. So the best thing to remember, if you're wanting a wide panoramic motion lapse, set the duration 20 seconds or 30 seconds, 20 minutes or 30 minutes, and always set your waypoints. Now if you're just wanting a short time lapse, you can get away with 5 to 10 minutes if you just set again with the waypoints, just the 2 waypoints there, and just set the pocket, as you can see, just a little bit left and just a little to the right, and you'll get away with 5 or 10 minutes there, a 5 and 10 second motion lapse, because there's not much in the frame. So just to recap, whilst using motion lapse, always use custom motion, set 2 waypoints, anywhere between 20 and 30 minutes, which will equate to a 20-second or a 30-second time lapse, and then it'll be good to go. So be sure to stay tuned, because soon I'll be posting a coastal motion lapse where I've got some nice fluid motion in there. That'll be coming real soon on my channel. So I hope this motion lapse tutorial has been real helpful for you, and it's given you some idea on your time frames and your intervals what to use. So as always, thanks for watching. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, and bye for now.